These days, you'd be a fool to leave a movie theater as soon as the credits started to roll, because you're more than likely to end up missing out on something important or fun if you do. The days when credits were nothing more than a list of names of the people involved in the making of the movie are long gone. Now, audiences are treated to mid-credit scenes and post-credit scenes, as well as interesting messages and funny jokes that are hidden within the credits themselves. Of course, the key word there is hidden. Often, it's very hard to spot these fun inclusions with the naked eye. The mass of text included in any given movie's credits can make it almost impossible to see them, but they're definitely there, and we're going to show you a selection of the funniest. Here are 10 hilarious jokes hidden in the credits of popular movies. Frozen. In Disney's insanely popular 2013 animated movie Frozen, Kristoff unabashedly claims that all men pick their nose and eat the contents, grossing Anna out in the process. Disney opted to avoid a booger-related lawsuit by placing the following message in the movie's credits. The views and opinions expressed by Kristoff in the film that all men eat their own boogers are solely his own, and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Walt Disney Corporation or the filmmakers. Carry On Abroad. The Carry On movies are some of the most iconic in British comedy history. Focusing on the very British comic traditions of the music hall and indecent seaside postcards, they tickled audiences over the course of no less than 5 decades. In 1972's Carry On Abroad, a movie about vacationing in the sunny Mediterranean, is proof that jokes have actually been appearing in movie credits for a very long time, as the movie's technical director is listed as being Sun Tan Lo Shun.
And Stryker, son, we're all betting on you.
I'll take 5 to 1 to all.
Airplane 2, the sequel. The Airplane movies are some of the funniest spoof movies ever produced, and the people behind them ensure that the laughs continued after the credits started to roll. 1982's Airplane 2, the sequel, poked fun at the job titles of some of the people who worked on the movie, in a very humorous way. Every movie has a best boy, but Airplane 2 listed the movie's worst boy as being Adolf Hitler, and the job title of Gaffer was followed by the question, "What's a gaffer?" Which, come to think of it, is actually a genuinely intriguing question.
Your move, creep.
RoboCop. Although it did include a lot of satirical material, 1987's RoboCop could hardly be described as a comedy. However, there was certainly a funny little inclusion with the movie's credits. In place of the usual piracy warning, there was a terrifying but undoubtedly very humorous threat to any people who might be considering unlawfully copying, selling, or showing the movie. The warning made reference to the robotic creations in the movie itself and read, "This motion picture is protected under the laws of the United States and other countries, and its unauthorized duplication, distribution, or exhibition may result in civil liability and criminal prosecution by enforcement droids."
Well, we shot a lot of people together. It's been great.
Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final insult. Like the aforementioned Airplane movies before them, the Naked Gun series of movies are some of the greatest spoof comedies ever produced. All of the Naked Gun offerings provided laughs in the credits, but none more so than 1994's Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final insult. There's no way we could cover them all, but some examples included a message telling the owner of a Honda Accord to report to the parking lot because they left their lights on, a list of people who were cut from the movie in spite of the fact that it wasn't their fault, and a very demanding message telling the audience, "Don't leave yet."
This is a tasty burger.
Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino's 1994 cult classic Pulp Fiction follows the exploits of a plethora of Los Angeles mobsters and criminals, and includes a memorable scene in which Tim Roth's Ringo holds up a restaurant with a gun.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
In the scene, Ringo asks the restaurant's manager, played by Robert Ruth, if he's going to be a hero. Ruth's character tries to respond by saying, "I'm not a hero, I'm just a coffee shop manager," but is cut off before he gets the word manager out and ends up saying, "I'm not a hero, I'm just a coffee shop." As a result, he's listed in the credits with the character named Coffee Shop.
Look, the safest place for you to be right now is at the mall.
Mallrats. Mallrats is another cult movie from 1995 directed by Kevin Smith, which follows two best friends as they seek refuge in a local mall after their girlfriends dump them. Smith likes to mention his parents in the credits of the movies he directs, and Mallrats provides the best and funniest example of him doing that. In the credits, he simply thanks his mom and dad for having sex all those years ago. Mr. Popper's Penguins. 2011's Mr. Popper's Penguins sees Thomas Popper, played by Jim Carrey, inheriting a group of penguins from his father. Although some of the penguin scenes used seamless CGI, there were also some real trained penguins used in the movie. As a result, a message was included in the credits to clarify that none of them came to any harm in the movie, but it also included a humorous add-on about Carrey. Specifically, the message said no penguins were harmed during the making of this film. Jim Carrey, on the other hand, was bitten mercilessly, but he had it coming.
Star-Lord.
Who?
Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw.
Guardians of the Galaxy. 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy is a superhero movie that brings together a group of space misfits in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The outlaw Star-Lord, the assassin Gamora, the vengeful Drax, and the endearing and unlikely pairing of the talking raccoon known as Rocket and the tree-like humanoid Groot. Rocket and Groot were of course created using CGI, but Marvel Studios still opted to include a humorous message in the credits that stated no raccoons or tree creatures were harmed during the making of this film.
Oh, hello.
Deadpool. Although these particular jokes in 2016's Deadpool movie credits can hardly be described as hidden, audience members still had to be paying attention in order to see them. Occurring at the start of the movie rather than at the end like the other entries in this list, Deadpool's opening credits didn't list any of the names of the people who worked on the movie, but simply listed a load of stereotypes instead. These credits are basically a roasting of every Hollywood film studio in existence. For example, the producers are listed as asshats, the director is named an overpaid tool, and the writers are labeled the real heroes here. Thanks for watching our list of 10 hilarious jokes hidden in the credits of popular movies. Which of these jokes made you laugh? Did we leave any out? Let us know in the comments section and be sure to subscribe to our channel for great videos like this one.